I mean, it's essentially a tornado. What? Well, good morning, everybody. It is a beautiful day, and it's a special day for me because my barn is going to be built today. Last night, after dark, the team rolled up here to stage some stuff just to check out the area they're going to be building on to make sure everything was square. They're going to be back here pretty soon this morning, and we're going to be getting this barn built. Now, we're getting a tube frame structure put up. It's 24 by 40 with a 12-foot overhang. That is going to be the new goat barn. Ro and Apollo are checking it out to make sure that everything is good out here and everything is nice and safe. When you look at it, it is amazing to think that this is going to be an entire 24 by 40 foot structure, but this is it. Those are 12 gauge tubular supports. There are 11 of them. They are going to be every 4 foot on center. The walls are going to be 12 foot tall. And at its tallest point in the center, there's going to be 15 foot of clearance. Jafana just moved the goats. Aya's taking a break to get breakfast. I can't wait to see this thing go up. This is the area of the pad they're going to be putting on. It's just going on dirt because, again, this is the new goat barn. A little taller than I envisioned it. I was afraid I didn't go high enough. They changed manufacturers or fabricators of their framing recently, and the tolerances are so tight that they're having difficulty getting it in there. They have been working all day, and I think that slowed them down. I bet they've got something to say to the fabricators when this is done. So what I can tell you for certain is I'm glad that we didn't order one of these kits and try to put it together ourselves.
Probably the hardest one we've had.
They usually pop together real easy?
Oh yeah, if it was 14 gauge, we'd have it stood up and framed already, long hours ago.
It's going down a millimeter at a time.
This sleeve is, what is it, like a
1/16 of an inch.
bigger than the the hole, so it's just
So any deviation is going to stop it up.
yeah.
So how about I get some grease, get a grease gun for you. You put some grease around the side there. You throw a little bit of heat right here. Convection will pull that grease up the way it does solder. That'll also loosen that a little bit. So you might be able to, that might be what you need to get this one down. And then maybe the grease will be enough to get you guys set on the others. Let me get my grease gun for you and I'll get a torch.
We'll try it, yeah.
They would ordinarily have this thing, a lot of it done. If this was 14 gauge, I opted for the 12 gauge because I wanted it more heavy duty. But their normal 14 gauge buildings, they would already have it framed by now. Everything would be set up, framing would be complete, and they'd be doing the siding. This is really holding them up. I feel pretty bad about it because I know that, you know, they're on the road, they're working hard, they've got a schedule of what they've got to get done, and this is screwing the schedule up. So I'm gonna get a grease gun for him, see if we can get some grease in there. Torch with some MAP gas to heat up the bottom of that pipe, lube it enough so it slides down and they can tap it. So what are they gonna do over time to prevent that from, like, that little screw breaking and it shifting downward?
The screw?
Yeah. Like, is the weight of everything on it and wiggling over time and everything, are you guys gonna be putting a stronger bolt through it or anything?
No, that's all that it takes right there. That's what the engineer drawings call for, just 2 screws on both sides.
But isn't that usually it's all the way down when they're doing that?
No, it's never all the way down. So it's always that sleeve. The reason, like on the contract, it has 3 inches of within level that it could be.
Gotcha, I see.
It's because, and then all they need to overlap is 3 inches, and then those 4 screws, and then that's all that.
Gotcha.
That'll
Okay.
hold all the weight on it. Yeah. Okay. So the same thing. It's all the way down, and if it ever is like that, those same screws are holding it from your like uplift and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
So yeah, that's all that's required on the for this commercial building. They take 5 screws all the way up to 9.5 foot, and then after that 9.5 foot it'd be double leg.
While the grease and the heat was a good idea, ultimately it was elbow grease and persistence that prevailed. They used a grinder and took the corners down just a bit on the pieces that slid in and put some grease on them and then pounded them together. I tried not to ask too many questions, but I'm sure I did, and I tried to keep my animals from mobbing them when I could. Come on now. Come on. Come on, go. Come on, go. Go on. Go on. Come on, Margot. Here you go. Here you go. Yeah. Go to food. Come on. Margot. Margot, come on. Here you go.
She's like checking this out.
Apollo made a new friend the way he always does. Anybody who's willing to throw them a ball is a friend. All right, come on, give it a rest.
All day, Ken.
All day. Leave it, come on, Apollo. No. They had lost a lot of time, so they pushed the rest of the day and well into the night. When morning came, I was amazed to see that they had already gotten all the purlins in and were ready to start putting a roof on and putting the sides on. That's a tough dirt.
Yeah.
I've seen some crazy stuff since we moved up here. The barn just got hit by, it's like a tornado. It's a dust devil in the barn, and it was picking up the siding and mangling it out of a clear sky. Look at that paper. Look how high that paper is. That is absolutely ridiculous. It just came out of nowhere. I mean, it's still going. It's inside the barn. It's picking up a bucket and throwing it around. I mean, it's essentially a tornado. What the hell? It's going right toward my dogs.
That happened a lot.
Maybe once or twice I've seen it, but never like that.
Yeah, there's a few of them.
That's insane.
They just threw up the panels like, what are they, 30 feet there?
That is insane. That was just
It's still happening over
nuts. That just popped out of nowhere.
there. Yeah, out of nowhere. I told the guys, I'm like, look at the little tornado right here.
Yeah.
It took all the panels in. Como 20, 30 pies para arriba.
Hiya. You okay?
Roe was in this enclosure as well. I'm not sure how she
You
got
okay?
out, but when that hit, she flew out of there like a champagne cork.
Yeah. You ate all your food. You got enough water? Huh? You need more water? You don't even care. You don't care. That was crazy. That was completely crazy. It picked that stuff up and mangled it.
Well, I'm sure these guys have seen just about everything while they've been out on the road building these structures, and they can put a tiny tornado on the list to go with it. They just kept on pressing, getting the job done.
That is the difference between somebody who knows what they're doing and if I was trying to do it myself. That would take me all day. Well, good morning. It is day 3 of this barn build that all I'm doing is watching and paying for. I'm not doing any of the work. These guys stayed late last night. They got the roof on the overhang, got everything staged up so they can have a crushing day. They'll probably be finished close to lunch. They got some of the trim done as well. Very impressed. I was walking around last night after I left, taking a look at everything. I'm gonna come down here and try and be in the way as much as possible, cleaning up some of the metal. I'm just kidding, I'm gonna try to stay out of their way. I am very impressed with what they've done so far. I really like the way that this thing turned out. Now that is impressive. They've been on site for about an hour this morning and they got the roof on the main structure. If everything else was already done, it would have took me and Jafana a full day at least to get that roof on. And you can see they're already trimming it out. It looks really good.
Well, I learned a fair bit about how these things are put together, and I'm pretty tickled by the result. It isn't a big barn, but it's a pretty big deal for us, and we're looking forward to the opportunities it'll open up for us.